Science for Quarter 2, Week 5. Importance of habitats: garden and rice field habitats, seashore and mangrove swamp habitats. Matatag curriculum, bansang makabata, batang makabansa, with me, teacher KMT. Good day, kids! Today, we will learn about importance of habitats, garden and rice field habitats, seashore and mangrove swamp habitats. Here are the possible objectives for today's lesson. Number 1. Explain the importance of studying animals and plants in specific habitats. Number 2. Explore more on terrestrial habitats, specifically gardens and rice fields, describing their unique characteristics and ecological significance. Number 3. Explore more on aquatic habitats, specifically the seashore and mangrove swamp, describing their unique characteristics and ecological significance. This short review is to be guided by your actual teacher. Observe the following pictures. Do you know them? What kinds of plants and animals do you think live here? Why do we study gardens and rice fields as more examples of terrestrial habitat? Good job! We study gardens and rice fields as examples of terrestrial habitats because they showcase biodiversity, ecological interactions, human impact, and sustainability practices. They also hold cultural and societal significance. What do we get from these habitats? Can you give examples of food and other things we get from gardens and rice fields? Correct! From gardens, we get vegetables like tomatoes and carrots, fruits such as apples and strawberries, and herbs like basil and mint. Gardens also provide flowers and medicinal plants. In addition, we primarily get rice from rice fields. What do you think will happen if gardens and rice fields are destroyed or replaced by buildings or converted into residential areas or subdivisions and industrial parks? Great! If gardens and rice fields are replaced by buildings or industrial areas, we could face number 1, loss of biodiversity. Number 2, reduced food production. Number 3, environmental degradation. Number 4, poor water management, and number 5, cultural loss. Why is it interesting to learn about seashore and mangrove swamps as examples of aquatic habitat? Good job! It is interesting to learn about seashore and mangrove swamps because they support diverse species, protect coastlines, improve water quality, provide resources like fish and wood, and help mitigate climate change by storing carbon. What animals and plants live there? Good job! Seashores are home to crabs, seagulls, starfish, and seagrasses, while mangrove swamps host fish, herons, crabs, and mangrove trees. How do these habitats help people in their everyday life? What do we get from seashore and mangrove swamps? Very good! Seashores provide food like fish and shellfish, recreational spaces, and boost tourism. Mangrove swamps protect coastlines, provide wood and medicinal plants, and support fisheries. Why are seashores and mangrove swamps important in maintaining balance of nature or ecosystem? Good job! They are important because they support diverse species, protect coastlines from erosions and storms, improve water quality, and help regulate the climate by storing carbon. How can we take care of gardens, rice fields, seashores, and mangrove swamps? Correct! We can take care of gardens by using organic fertilizers, rice fields by practicing sustainable farming, seashores by reducing pollution, and mangrove swamps by protecting and restoring them. What can we do to protect the animals and plants in these habitats? Great! We can protect animals and plants in these habitats by reducing waste, participating in cleanup activities, supporting conservation projects, and spreading awareness about the importance of these ecosystems. Why is it essential to have these habitats in our natural environment? Good job! It is essential to have these habitats because they provide homes for animals and plants, help keep our air and water clean, and protect us from storms and floods. They also give us food and beautiful places to enjoy nature. Get your dictionary and look for the similar meaning of each word. Write your answer on your notebook. are the following similar meanings for each word. Read and see if you got the same answer. First lesson, understanding the concept and importance of habitats. In our previous lesson, we learned that a habitat is the natural home or environment where a plant or animal lives and grows. We also studied the types of habitats, namely terrestrial habitat, aquatic habitat, and aerial habitat. Again, a terrestrial habitat is a place on land where plants and animals live. Each type of terrestrial habitat has its own unique climate, plants, and animals. Some examples of terrestrial animals are elephants, lions, kangaroos, giraffes, bears, tigers, and deer. An aquatic habitat is a place where plants and animals live in water. This can be in fresh water like rivers and lakes, or salt water like oceans and seas. Some examples of aquatic animals are dolphins, clownfish, turtles, jellyfish, octopuses, seahorses, and frogs. An aerial habitat is a fascinating environment where organisms live in the air. Some examples of aerial animals are eagles, parrots, bats, butterflies, owls, hummingbirds, and dragonflies. Now let us focus on why are habitats important. Habitats are crucial for several reasons. Number 1, biodiversity. Each habitat supports a unique array of species, contributing to the overall diversity of life on Earth. Number 2, ecosystem services. Habitats provide essential services like clean air and water, pollination of plants, and climate regulation. Number 3, survival. They offer the necessary resources for plants and animals to live, grow, and reproduce. And of course, habitats are the main source of food and shelter. Work example. This work example is to be guided by your actual teacher. Second lesson, garden and rice field habitats. Gardens, characteristics. Cultivated spaces with plants, flowers, and sometimes vegetables. Significance, enhance biodiversity, provide food, offer recreational spaces, and improve the environment. Examples of plants in the garden. Flowers, roses, sunflowers, marigolds, and tulips add color and attract pollinators like bees and butterflies. Vegetables like tomatoes, carrots, lettuce, and beans are common in vegetable gardens. Herbs, basil, mint, rosemary, and thyme are often grown for their wonderful smells and flavors. Examples of animals in the garden. Insects, bees, butterflies, ladybugs, and ants help pollinate plants and keep the garden healthy. Birds, sparrows, robins, and hummingbirds visit gardens to find food and build nests. Small mammals, rabbits and squirrels might come to nibble on plants or find shelter. Rice fields, characteristics. Flooded fields used for growing rice. Significance, essential for food production, support wildlife, provide livelihoods, and hold cultural importance. Ifugao Rice Terraces, a famous rice field in the Philippines. Example of plants in the rice fields. Rice, the main plant in rice fields, providing food for millions of people. Weeds and wildflowers. Various types of grasses and wildflowers grow around the edges of rice fields, adding to the plant diversity. Examples of animals in the rice field. Fish. Small fish like tilapia and carp often live in the water-filled fields. Amphibians. Frogs and toads are common, helping to control insect populations. Birds. Egrets, herons, and ducks visit rice fields to find food. Gardens and rice fields are vibrant ecosystems that support a wide variety of plants and animals, each playing a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. Work example. Together, let us read the story Marawi City Adventures, Exploring Gardens, Fields, and More by Halima B. Makadaag. In the lively city of Marawi, 5 friends named Fatima Zara, Rukaya, Zainab, Rabia, and Hussein had a special connection with nature. They live in a place surrounded by gardens, rice fields, lakes, and a little forest. And these places were a big part of their daily lives. One bright morning, the friends decided to show each other how they interacted with these habitats. First, Fatima Zara took them to her beautiful garden filled with colorful flowers like roses and tulips. They also saw fruit trees like mango and papaya. She explained how she cared for the plants and how they made her family's meals more delicious. They even spotted butterflies fluttering around the flowers. Then, Rukaya led them to the rice fields nearby. They saw green and golden rice plants swaying in the breeze. There were also friendly ducks waddling through the rice fields, eating insects. Rukaya told her friends about her family's tradition of growing rice and how it was an important part of their meals. Next, Zainab guided them to the serene Lake Lanao, where they watched the fishermen catch fish like tilapia and catfish. Zainab explained how the lake provided food and jobs for many people in their city. They also saw water birds like egrets standing by the water's edge. Rabia showed her friends a little forest near her home, where they heard birds singing like sparrows and robins. They saw squirrels jumping from tree to tree and even a cute bunny nibbling on some grass. Rabia told them how this forest was a home for wildlife and a peaceful place for people to visit. Lastly, Hussein took them to his rooftop garden in the heart of the city. He grew herbs like basil and mint in containers and vegetables like tomatoes and lettuce. They even spotted a friendly ladybug on one of the leaves. He showed how even in the city, people could connect with nature and make their own food. When they returned to their meeting spot under a big tree, the friends realized how much they loved and depended on Marawi city's habitats. They promised to take care of these places, knowing that their actions helped keep the city beautiful and its people happy by providing them food and other needs. Let's answer. What are the different habitats mentioned in the story and how are they described? Very good! The different habitats mentioned in the story were garden, which was filled with colorful flowers like roses and tulips, and fruit trees like mango and papaya. Rice fields with green and golden rice plants with ducks waddling through. Lake Lanao, where fishermen can catch fish like tilapia and catfish, with water birds like egrets. Little forests, where birds are singing, squirrels are jumping, and a bunny is nibbling on grass. Rooftop garden has herbs like basil and mint, and vegetables like tomatoes and lettuce. Number 2. How did Fatima Zara interact with her garden? And what plants and animals did they see there? Correct. She cares for the plants, which include roses, tulips, mango, and papaya trees. They saw butterflies fluttering around the flowers. Number 3. What did Rukaya share about the rice fields and why are rice fields important to her family? Good job! She shared her family's tradition of growing rice. Rice fields are important as they provide food for her family and are part of their meals. Number 4. What did Zainab explain about Lake Lanao and how does it benefit the people in their city? Great! Zainab explained that the lake provides food and jobs for many people in their city. Number 5. What did Rabia show her friends in the little forest and why is it important for wildlife and people? Very good! She showed her friends birds like sparrows and robins, squirrels and abalone. The forest is important for wildlife as it offers a peaceful place for people to visit. Number 6. How did Hussein connect with nature in the heart of the city and what did he grow in his rooftop garden? Correct! Even in the city, he connects with nature and grows his food. He grows herbs like basil and mint, and vegetables like tomatoes and lettuce. Number 7. What did the friends realize about their connection to Marawi city's habitats at the end of the story? Good job! They realized how much they love and depended on Marawi city's habitat. They promised to take care of these places to keep the city beautiful and its people happy. Number 8. Why is it important to take care of these habitats? And how can individuals help preserve them? Good job! It is important to preserve these habitats to maintain the beauty and ecological balance of the city. Individuals can help by practicing sustainable habits, participating in community cleanups, and supporting conservation efforts. Well done, kids! Lesson activity. This lesson activity is to be guided by your actual teacher. Third lesson, Seashore and mangrove swamp habitats. Seashore habitats. Characteristics found where land meets the ocean include sandy or rocky shores, tidal pools, and dunes. Home to seagrasses, crabs, snails, and birds. Significance: supports many different plants and animals. Protect the land from storms and waves. Great for recreation and learning about nature. Mangrove swamp habitats. Characteristics: found in tropical areas where salt water and fresh water mix. Dominated by mangrove trees with tangled roots. Home to fish, crabs, birds, and reptiles. Significance: protects coastlines from erosion and storms. Provides shelter and food for many species. Helps fight climate change by storing carbon. Work example. This work example is to be guided by your actual teacher. Lesson activity. This lesson activity is to be guided by your actual teacher. Learner's takeaways. Learner's takeaways is to be guided by your actual teacher. Evaluating learning. Evaluating learning is to be guided by your actual teacher. What have we learned today? Today, we learn about why are habitats important? Habitats are crucial for several reasons. Number 1, biodiversity. Each habitat supports a unique array of species contributing to the overall diversity of life on Earth. Number 2, ecosystem services. Habitats provide essential services like clean air and water, pollination of plants, and climate regulation. Number 3, survival. They offer the necessary resources for plants and animals to live, grow, and reproduce. And of course, habitats are important because they are the main source of food and shelter. Gardens. Characteristics. Cultivated spaces with plants, flowers, and sometimes vegetables. Significance: enhance biodiversity, provide food, offer recreational spaces, and improve the environment. Rice fields. Characteristics: flooded fields used for growing rice. Significance: essential for food production, support wildlife, provide livelihoods, and hold cultural importance. Seashore habitats. Characteristics: found where land meets the ocean. Includes sandy or rocky shores, tidal pools, and dunes. Home to seagrasses, crabs, snails, and birds. Significance: supports many different plants and animals. Protects the land from storms and waves. Great for recreation and learning about nature. Mangrove swamp habitats. Characteristics: found in tropical areas where salt water and fresh water mix. Dominated by mangrove trees with tangled roots. Home to fish, crabs, birds, and reptiles. Significance: protects coastlines from erosion and storms. Provides shelter and food for many species. Helps fight climate change by storing carbon. Kids, thank you for listening. I hope you have learned. Do not forget to click the like, share, and subscribe.